My friends, sisters, and brothers in the Lord, it's good to be with you once again and to have these few moments to share with you as together we embark on our Lenten journey. We have before us what our Holy Father, Pope Francis, describes as that special opportunity for conversion and internal renewal. We are challenged to clear away the clutter of our everyday routines, to seek out solitude and quiet that offer the prospect for reflection and introspection, and to reorient our minds and hearts to the fundamental truth that defines our lives, the gospel of Jesus Christ. We are also mindful of tremendous turmoil in our world as tyranny has once again reared its ugly head and threatens to overcome an autonomous nation and people and to subjugate in the name of a merciless power. The tragedy unfolding in a country far from our own is one that must concern us all. The suffering of so many should rightly break our hearts and lead us to pray constantly for the many innocent lives uprooted or lost to the brutality of war, young and old alike, and for an end to this unprovoked war on the strong and noble people of Ukraine. The Holy Father, in his Ash Wednesday remarks during his general audience, highlighted a theme that I think we would do well to consider. Pope Francis asked how likely we are to be willing to waste time, particularly with children and the elderly. Our society, he noted, is in such a hurry with activities and priorities that crowd out those things that matter most and which ultimately give us joy and true satisfaction. He explained, the arrogance of the time of the clock must be converted into the beauty of the rhythms of life. This is the reform we must make in our hearts, in the family, and in society. Pope Francis went on to challenge the widespread addiction to social media, which can deprive us of interpersonal relationships and more meaningful connections that can only occur face to face. Lent is that opportunity to step back and reconsider our routines, and where necessary, to disrupt them in favor of new habits and lead us closer to God and make possible healthier, more fulfilling relationships with one another. If you're of a certain age, and I'm certainly one who can verify this truism, you know that time seems only to accelerate. Each day, each week becomes almost indistinguishable from the last. We risk missing out on those moments and encounters that have the potential to reorient and even change us. As the Holy Father reminds us, our children do not stay children, and those in advanced years have less time before them than behind them. It's this fact of life that should give us pause and inspire us to rethink how we use our time and indeed even be willing to waste it with those who enrich our lives. Inevitably, we'll find that nothing was wasted and everything gained. I encourage you to embrace these days of Lent and to carve out time to spend with the Lord, reflecting on His Word and listening to His subtle promptings. And yes, spending time also with those whom you cherish, but in the rush of routine, perhaps neglected to sufficiently express your love and care toward or merely revel in their company. May the Lord lead you and all those whom you love to new insight and new discovery in these days of reflection and prayer, of quiet time with the Lord as we seek to be renewed in His constant love. Let us continue to pray for the people of Ukraine.